All right, thanks, TJ. Well, it's Inauguration Day here in Rhode Island. Today, Governor Gina Raimondo was sworn in for a second term.
We won't stop until every Rhode Islander has a shot at a good-paying job. We won't stop until our students are set up to achieve their dreams from pre-K through high school and beyond. Expanding opportunity for all is the only way to ensure that our economy is resilient in the years to come.
As you heard right there, the governor promising continued change and growth for the state of Rhode Island. She was joined by her husband and 2 kids in taking the oath of office at the State House. And that's where we find my co-anchor, Mike Montecalvo, with more on today's ceremonies. Mike.
Caroline, what a way to celebrate New Year's with inauguration ceremonies. And they took place today here at the Rhode Island State House. It was a beautiful afternoon, a little bit windy, as we mentioned earlier. For the governor, obviously, it is her second term, but it was not only about Governor Gina Raimondo. Other state lawmakers were also sworn into office for second terms, including Lieutenant Governor Dan McKee, who had a tough battle in his primary against Aaron Regenberg. Also, Nellie Gorbea, Secretary of State, in for a second term, and Seth Magaziner as the General Treasurer. Peter Nerona, the former U.S. Attorney, he was sworn in for the first time as Attorney General. Now, the governor has made a couple of appointments. They need Senate approval. One of them is James Manny to take over the Rhode Island State Police. Anna Sumbico announcing her retirement. I did speak to Manny earlier today. He thinks if he gets approved by the Senate, he'll take over sometime in February. He is the town manager of Narragansett and needed to give them a 60-day notice. The governor also selecting Mark Pappas as the head of the Rhode Island EMA. The governor listed a number of her accomplishments, but also some of her goals for the next 4 years. And that's what Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado has in this part of our story. Steph?
Mike, the governor enters her second term perhaps on stronger footing than her first, with 53% of Rhode Islanders re-electing her this past November. Her office says she got right to work with budget meetings after this morning's ceremony. Governor Gina Raimondo and the first family making their way up the south lawn of the State House on a windy New Year's Day. She and the 4 other statewide officers sworn in for 4-year terms.
To the best of your abilities, according to law. So help you God.
I do.
Congratulations, Governor.
Raimondo using her inaugural address to tout improvements in the economy since she was first sworn in 4 years ago.
We've changed the way we do economic development, changed the way we invest in infrastructure, and changed the way we do job training.
She pointed to free tuition at CCRI and a new program to fix crumbling school buildings, and made reference to the Me Too movement.
And our work is certainly not done until women and men have the same economic opportunities and can thrive in workplaces free of harassment.
Raimondo will lay out her policy plans for this year in more detail in her State of the State address, but she did touch on expanding pre-K, protecting the Affordable Care Act, and changing gun laws.
It is time to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. Our children's future and lives depend on it.
And many of those issues will be debated over the next 5 months or so as the legislative session also gets going today at the State House. Coming up new at 6, we talk to Rhode Island's only new statewide office holder, the new Attorney General. At the State House, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Eric. More local coverage now from the State House. This is video just into our newsroom showing protesters chanting outside the House and Senate chambers this evening against Nicholas Mattiello. As we reported at 5:30, Mattiello has been reelected as House Speaker, while Dominic Ruggiero has also secured another term as Senate President. We go back live now to Mike Montecalvo at the State House, where earlier today, Governor Raimondo took the oath of office for her second term. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Caroline. A much different scene here this year as opposed to 2015, and not just because of the weather difference, snow last year, not this year, but what was different this time around, no protest for the governor. There were quite a few people here back in 2015 with signs that said, "Not our governor." She got under 50% of the vote. That was not the case, so it was her chance today to stand on the State House steps and tout her accomplishments. But she also talked about what still needs to be done. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado has the sights and sounds of Inauguration Day, and she talks to the new Attorney General, Peter Kilmartin. Steph?
Mike, 4 of the 5 statewide office holders remain the same this Inauguration Day, but there is one new one, the Attorney General, and we asked him what his priorities are for his first term. The pomp and circumstance of Inauguration Day, complicated only by some gusty winds, as Governor Gina Raimondo was sworn into office, making her inaugural address to a crowd on the South Lawn, focused in part on the economy.
Let's commit ourselves to sustaining this comeback until every single Rhode Islander is included. And let's make the choices that will position our state for success for the long haul.
Lieutenant Governor Dan McKee, Secretary of State Nellie Gorbea, and General Treasurer Seth Magaziner, all Democrats, also returning to their jobs this New Year's Day, with one new statewide office holder, Attorney General Peter Nerona.
There's a lot of work to do. I'm really looking forward to getting started today, actually.
We asked Nerona what his priorities are as the state's top prosecutor.
Public corruption is going to be, I suspect, an ongoing challenge here, and so you got to make sure there's a team in place to handle that. There's some cases pending that I'm going to have to get up to speed on and deal with. I think we can do more in environmental enforcement and consumer protection.
And as for Governor Raimondo's top priorities, she mentioned expanding pre-K, protecting the Affordable Care Act, and gun control. She'll lay out her policies in more detail in her State of the State address in a couple weeks. At the State House, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Stephen. For 8 years, I've said Peter Kilmartin is the Attorney General. Now Peter Nerona will get used to saying his name. As I mentioned earlier, 21 new lawmakers in this building getting set to vote on a number of issues. And one thing that is looming for cities and towns is another possible deficit, almost like they were looking at 4 years ago. There's a $200 million deficit staring at them. And I spoke to 2 local mayors and asked them what they think if cuts are coming their way. It's a day for hope as state and local leaders are ready to turn the page for a new term.
As I stand here and look out on our capital city, I am filled with optimism. I'm filled with optimism because I've seen what we can do together and how much we can accomplish when we come together.
But challenges exist, a looming $200 million deficit, the high amounts of money spent on Medicaid and education, and the possible loss of a major company like Hasbro in Pawtucket affects everyone. And it has local mayors bracing for possible cuts to their funding.
Well, listen, I wouldn't want to see any cuts made, but if they had to be made, in those areas, we would have to do it. I think there's a lot of areas in government, Mike, where there is a considerable amount of, how can I say, fat, waste. And I think those are the areas that we need to go after.
With what's happened in Pawtucket, whether it's Memorial Hospital, the Paw Sox, and now even possibly Hasbro leaving, how does it affect your town?
Oh, greatly. I think that whatever happens in Pawtucket or in Central Falls, it's felt among the Blackstone Valley. And this is going to be a big year for us because we need to inform everyone that these impacts are going to hurt us really bad. And even though there's a lot of great projects going on in our communities, like the train station, losing global entities like Hasbro that have been in the community for such a long time is going to provide a big hole in our community.
And one thing Mayor Lombardi did say to me, you have to make some tough decisions like raising taxes. He also closed the fire station several years ago to balance the budget and put money in the bank. For the rest of the night, these legislators and lawmakers are going to be celebrating. Of course, the governor's ball is this Saturday night. Live at the State House, I'm Mike Montecalvo, Eyewitness News. Caroline?